All right, guys, we found some YouTubers here.
Hello, Trish from Willow Creek Homestead. The rest of the crew is home in Idaho.
I'm Kathleen from Mama Grows. I'm in Utah.
All right, and why did you guys come to the conference this year?
Because it's like the YouTube reunion, right?
Yeah.
It's like meeting cool people and workshops. You know, this is great. Get away from the kids for a few days. And
Yep, I wanted to meet some cool people, have some good times, learn a few things. Yeah, I need to learn how to ferment and make cheese.
There you go.
I came for the social, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We are Life on Beagle Road. We are from Pennsylvania. This is Kenny, Robbie, Emerson, Bridget, and I'm Courtney.
Why do you guys homestead?
You know, great question. I think it started by accident, but we found it really rewarding, so we stuck with it.
Well, we're here at the conference to meet other homesteaders, people with similar interests. Both my wife and I, we have some background, like growing up on farms as we were growing up, so I have a little bit of farm experience. She's got a different farm experience, but we just want to get into homesteading and grow our own food and things like that.
What do you guys do on your farm, on your homestead?
So of course we garden. The first thing that we got into, of course, was our laying flock of hens. We raise meat chickens every year. We raise turkeys every year. This year we added to the farm 2 Nubian dairy goats, and we're raising pigs for the first time.
Nice.
I am Mike Dixon, also known as the Fit Farmer.
Stella, Josiah, me,
Micah.
And Lacey.
We have a market garden. We raise ducks, we raise chickens, and in our market garden, we grow a lot of small veg that we sell to CSA customers, restaurants in the area, and that is one of the ways that we bring in income on our farm.
We do a lot of gardening. Our goal is really just to grow our own food and just kind of live a simple life with our kids. Dairy goats and poultry.
What made you want to grow your own food?
Just kind of the realization of kind of the corruption of the state of our agricultural industry.
Why did you decide to homestead?
Oh man, well for me it was a way of life as a kid, and finally got buy-in from my wife. That's really the reason. My wife said, let's do this, so that's it. I was able to move into kind of a consulting position with my business, and so I was able to work from home, and so there was more time for me to be around the farm. So
We just felt like we didn't like being reliant on other people for all the things, and we wanted to raise our kids in a way that they knew how to do for themselves, that they didn't just think food came from the store, and we just wanted them to know skills instead of how to resource things.
One day I went out and I put my hands in the dirt. I tilled up a garden in my backyard and I put my hands in the dirt, and I realized that something was missing in my life. And what was missing was dirt. You know, we live in a concrete world nowadays where, most people never get any mud on their new shoes. And I didn't grow up that way, but my life changed to that direction. I lived downtown in a tiny house, and not a tiny house, but in a small house. And I tilled up a garden and stuck my hands in the soil and found what I was missing.
That's kind of a cool thing. Blacksmiths are one of the only crafts that does that. We change the cross section without changing the mass. Everybody else, they're either adding to or taking from.
We have goats, ducks, chickens, quail, gardening, foraging, all kinds of stuff. Pretty much everything you can do on a homestead.
Now, why'd you come to the conference? What did you hope to get out of it?
I was hoping to learn some new stuff and also to network with other people that are like-minded. It's so hard, and it's such a rare thing to find people that are in the same mindset as you, other than online. So to see and hug the people in real life is truly an amazing feeling. It's very fulfilling.
The original plan 4 years ago, I wanted to make a dent in our grocery bill. I don't honestly believe we've done that, but we are eating so much homegrown food now that it is amazing. We've got a huge dent in the grocery bill with the amount of meat we put in the freezer.
Yeah, we don't buy any meat.
We have not bought meat in a year or more. And we are putting a lot of veggies away, and that was the whole original plan, and then it exploded into me wanting to do everything. Milking goats, it exploded into everything. Bees.
We're on a 3rd year with bees.
Yep.
Now we do it just because that's the lifestyle that we want.
Right. I ultimately want to be, I don't think we'll get there, but I ultimately want to be as self-sustaining as possible.
You know, I am really looking forward to My Gardener's talk on autopiloting your garden, because I really failed at that this year. My autopilot turned into weed pilot.
What about you, Kenny? What do you?
I really wanted to meet people. I just you get to talk to these people through a computer screen or your phone or whatever, and I'm just excited to meet everybody. You know, like even you guys. Like I can't believe I'm seeing you in person instead of just watching your videos or just commenting.
Number one, my friends. I couldn't wait to meet so many of the friends that I've made in the community that unfortunately live very, very far from me. And then secondly, there's some really awesome educational opportunities here that I wouldn't get otherwise. So
what do you think? What specifically?
So I really wanted to go to the fermenting class. I'm attending that. I also wanted to do some of the demonstrations with like Big Bear Homestead, doing the how to trap you know, predators on your farm, because we do have a coyote problem. Just all of the learning opportunities that there are.
Give me a couple speakers who you're looking forward to hearing from this weekend.
Justin Rhodes, Doug and Stacy. Those are two of the main ones that I've been looking forward to hearing the most, but also Eustace Conway. We're big fans of Mountain Man and look forward to hearing Eustace, don't we, Sayla?
Yep.
Josiah.
What are you guys looking forward to doing here?
You having fun?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing here?
We're playing.
Why haven't you had your face painted yet?
I don't know.
We love seeing Eustace Conway. He loves Eustace Conway. He was so excited. Joel Salatin, and then just all the different smaller presenters that we may not have heard of. We always learn tons just stopping in and listening in and checking things out.
So I came to this conference, the Homesteaders of America's conference, because Doug and Stacy said, hey dude, you need to come to this conference. It's like 3 hours from me. And I was like, well, what's it about? He's like, come on up and I'll show you around. You'll meet some people and have some fun. And really excited about meeting Joel Salatin and Eustace Conway and just walking around and meeting like-minded people. It's great.
I really wanted to come for the community. I love getting to meet other people who are like-minded and who are just doing what we're doing. So I really came for the community and to learn.
I am definitely a Joel Salatin fanboy. I'm not gonna lie about it. So I am really excited to see him talk.
What about you? Are you excited for Joel?
Oh yeah.
Because you're raising chickens for meat, right? Well, he's the chicken meat raising man right there.
Sure is.
Yeah? You'll probably get a chance to ask him a question too. I think he'll do a little meat greet after.
How cool would that be, bud?
That'd be cool.
All right.
Yeah.
We got to learn how to build a Native American teepee almost as soon as we walked in. Learning more skills as we continue to build out our little mini homestead, learning how to grow things differently, better, sourcing our own meats and things like that, because right now we're just eggs, but we'd like to get into, you know, more of our protein and more of our foods.
And also being around fellow YouTubers and people who are more advanced in certain areas of homesteading, sharing their experience and their advice is so beneficial, because I feel like you want to adapt the mindset of having a life of learning, and being around people who are of like mind and people who are a little bit ahead of you can help just keep you learning and growing, so that way you can grow and be a better homesteader, better farmer.
We're all like-minded homesteaders, and so we want this to be successful, and we're willing to put forth the time and the vacation to come out of town to come help with this. And it is so educational, and we want these people to be able to come to a big conference like this and learn as much as they can, and to meet other people that they can now collaborate with and associate with and learn from and share ideas from.
I was really looking forward to Eustace Conway, and he fulfilled all of my excitement. I said, okay, Joel Salatin is no longer my boyfriend. Now Eustace is my boyfriend. So,
Okay.
But Joel can still be my secondary boyfriend.
He's your guy on the side.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you hoping to see here?
What do you want to see?
They're butchering some rabbits. If you want to see that.
Yeah, I don't know.
This one?
She's actually super into that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she loves
we
when we
told
butcher
story last
chickens.
night.
It's good.
be around a bunch of other crazy folks who are growing our own food so that we don't feel so isolated, and it encourages us to keep going.
And I really like it here because it really is, even though you don't know these people, it's like your family. You know, you come here, everyone is talking to one another, everyone's having a good time, you know, giving each other tips, really getting a lot of good ideas, and it's like one big happy family.
When you're online, you can see, you know, videos and you can read stuff, but when you can tangibly be interactive with people that you follow or people that you admire or people who've written books and learn from them, and then you get to ask them questions and you get to interact with them, and it's not just at the conference, it's the relationships we build after the conference as well, not just with attendees but vendors and sponsors and people who really want to invest into homesteading and this lifestyle. You know, kids get pen pals and adults get pen pals, and you know, I believe that small communities like this make the biggest impacts in our country because we're really passionate about it, and so it's just a great way to come together and celebrate our freedom and homesteading.